if you're watching, thank you so much. Time to get started. Start off with a little back stretch. Open the lower back, the neck. Just very quickly or briefly. Then a major stretch. Dangle a little bit to get the back open so that we can set up our next pose. Next pose, upper facing dog. So go straight to upper facing dog. Turn the hands back. To get a little more stretch in the forearm. I'm going to start the timer, 3 minutes for each pose. So for that first back bend, that first forward stretch. And yeah, the low back doesn't feel quite as open today as it was yesterday. So this is the extent of my upward facing dog for the moment. And we'll just kind of let that sink in. Continue to relax, continue to breathe. The low back, let everything, the discs, the bones, the joints, let it all start to get into alignment for the posterior flexion of the spine. And relax. There we go. So a little more open than when I first started. So it normally happens with the back. Be careful when you go from forward to back. So relax, continue to breathe. Try to make the inhales and exhales the same length. Try to accentuate it, try to make them a little bit longer, but only a comfortable amount. Just relax, breathing as best as you can. And as you start to find the pose, slowly, ever so slowly, tenths of a degree, millimeters, start to twist towards the back. Maybe just a little more to where your body tells you, yeah, okay, this is where we are. Just relax and continue to breathe. My feet have a tendency to go out to the side because I'm pushing in with the knees. I'm using the knees to really take the legs back. So my feet don't matter so much. So I'm really trying to focus on the back, the neck, and the pelvis. And that is 3 minutes of that. All right, next up, let the arms relax a little bit. And do a little bit of scorpion pose. Get the mic into perhaps a better position. All right, start the timer. Today is the 26th, so start with the right leg first. Elbows should be about shoulder width. Hands where it's comfortable. Find some balance. Maybe. There we go. Find that balance. And then start to work a little deeper into the pose. And there you go. It's just that simple, right? Right. If you want, feel free to face your feet towards a wall. You can push the feet onto a wall. Or whatever you'd like to do. Maybe you'd rather do a back bend or something. That was considering whether or not to put a back bend here instead of scorpion pose. But I like scorpion pose because it works balance, and that's one thing I want to work on. And one of the most important things about a yoga practice is exactly that. Just practice every day, just a little bit. Hopefully, ideally, you should get just a little bit better. And that's one of the big things about it is trying to hold yourself back during your practice so that you don't overextend yourself and you have to take a week off or something. You can't grow if you have to take a week off because your body has to recover from a muscle tear or something like that. So the thing is to try and find practice that's intense enough to create a little bit of growth, but is soft enough that you don't have to heal. Yeah, the blood's getting down to the biceps. We got about a minute left. This is where I normally bug out. We'll see, maybe just a little longer today. Very intense pose. All right, so about 40 seconds left right now. All right, so that's my back bending. Cancel out. And now it's time for the real forward fold. Yeah, so we can see a nice little image there. There we go. And start the timer. And relax. Slowly start bringing feet together. Really just relax first. Find a relaxed position here. Find your breath. If you held your scorpion for any length of time, or any other intense pose right before this, yeah, just relax. Find space to relax. Regather. And then, oh yeah, there's a little stretch there. Start to feel the stretch. From the head towards the earth. The upper body dangle as much as you can. Just dangle down from the pelvis. And then slowly, eventually, you start to use the upper leg muscles, the lower abdominal muscles, not really your abs, but that area, to rotate the pelvis down. Just relax, continue to breathe. Even all the noise happening outside. Got some roofers updating the roofs on some of the other units out here. Swap the arms. Stay balanced on both sides as best as you can. Just relax and breathe. Try to straighten your legs as much as you can remember. Just stretch the body out. Have some subtle rotations. Stretch it back. Really start to notice what part of the legs are getting stretched. Bring that to your conscious awareness. And that's that. All right. So today, start hamstrings, right? Instead of Janu Sirsasana, I think I'm going to do a kind of a front splits style thing. But I'm going to cheat, right? So I'm going to twist the hips, and I'm just going to kind of go like that. And just kind of hold this. So this is nice. I'm feeling some nice intensity right here, more on the backside. It's really a nice stretch. And once you start to feel comfortable, close your eyes so that you can bring the part of the body that's stretching to your conscious awareness. Also feel on the outside here. And so a lot of my weight is in my left hand. So I can't quite get the right hip on the earth quite yet. Still a lot of sensation there before that hip's going to go down. It's a nice, intense stretch on the right hamstring. Just relax, feel the muscles. Every once in a while, pulse your muscles, some of your muscles, to see what it feels like. Pulse the muscles under tension, the muscles that are stretching a little bit. Pulse the muscles around a little bit. Let the body get used to the new normal. Just continue to relax. Hold the pose as best as you can. Every once in a while, pulse the muscles a little bit just to see where they're at. About 30 seconds. Yeah, really starting to feel a hamstring now. It's interesting how it comes in waves. I feel stretch. I've stayed at about the same level the entire time, but the intensity, the sensation on the hamstring, right? I feel different parts of the hamstring. Sometimes it's part of the hamstring closer to the knees, and it's part of the hamstring closer to the hip. But in feeling that, right, I'm staying at more or less the same amount of flex, the same angle, but I am feeling it start to relax. So that was nice. That was super intense. And I've got a little bit of sensation right there. Interesting. Let the right leg equalize a little bit in your box pose. The blood sensation, all that good stuff. Get reacclimated. And then we go to the other side. Yay. So left leg on that same pose. Let's go ahead and open up the hip. That's what this stretch is. It's the open hip, left hamstring stretch. Because another way to do it, right, is try to keep the hips square. But of course, as you can see, when I try to keep the hips square, the hips are a lot further away from the earth. So that's why I'm opening the hip so that I can get this. And I still feel just this lot of intensity, a lot of tension right here. Not in a bad way, right? Just it's tight, it's taut. The muscle's taut right there. Feel that tension. And there you go. Hold this for 3 minutes. Yeah, again, I like to close the eyes so I can focus on the muscle once it's getting stretched. This does feel a little more open. I don't know if it actually is. I can't really tell. Yeah, for some reason on the side, I'm feeling more balanced with both hands inside. My arm's a little tired from the last side, so I'm using both hands to hold most of the weight of my body. Maybe that's why I'm not feeling quite as much intensity. And I'm feeling sensation on the inside of the right knee just because it's getting pressed into the earth. That part of my body doesn't usually go down to the earth, right? So it's the bone feeling the floor there. There we go. Start to feel that left hamstring. And yeah, starting to feel the masculine parts as well. That's interesting. So trying to relax the right hip a little bit. Try to find the whatever the sweet spot is going to be for another minute. And yeah, that left hamstring is really the entire left hamstring that's getting stretched there. Feels like it. On the right side, it felt closer to the hip that was getting stretched out. On the left side, it just seems not quite as intense as it was on the right side. Just more the entire. Again, every once in a while, just kind of pulse the muscles. Let them get used to the new normal. Challenge yourself to relax. It's okay. You're about done. See, the right side, the right knee is not used to this. So that'll be interesting. See how much the inside of the right knee, the right hip are not used to this. So I'm feeling more sensation right now in this right hip area. And that's that. Ever so slowly. Working the way out. There we go. Clear out the timer. And next up, pause for just a moment. I have a black thing on the screen that I don't know what it is. So, oh, yeah, it's just part of the video. All right, so wide splits, which I like a lot because I'm at the point where it's just a total relaxation for me that I can get all the way down. I don't have to use muscles. Yeah, if you can't get all the way down, again, I think I showed sometime before, just chill out on the wall, right? If that's you, that's you. That's where you go. And then eventually you start bringing it forward a little bit, right? And eventually you start to put that tension onto the ankles or heels. So you get the legs out a little bit wider. Make sure you adjust yourself so that all of your body parts can lie down comfortably. And start that timer. And here, yeah, I like to pray the hands together. Bring the elbows together. So you can feel a little bit of stretch on the shoulders. And just relax and breathe. All right, regular breathing, right? You're not closing the air pathway. Ujjayi breath, where you constrict your air passageway to increase the noise of your breath, but through the nose. So, Ujjayi breathing. just feel all the sensations on the body. Relax and release. Feel the muscles that are stretching. Try to feel the individual cells or the groups of cells. Let those cells come to your conscious awareness. The nerves surrounding those cells. Let those signals and pathways come up into your conscious presence, your conscious awareness. If your mind starts to stray and focus and wander off a little bit, you can focus on the breath. Nice easy trick is to count your breaths. Just count the exhales. Once you get on track with the breath, get back on track to feeling the parts of the body. So feeling the hamstrings a little bit. I feel a lot of sensation in the heels, but it's just because they're digging into the floor. And of course, there's not much you can stretch in your bone that's just pressing against the floor. Stretch is on the hips. All right, fun stuff. Get that up, clear that out, restart, and the most fun of the practice. Let's see how far we can do our handstand. Yay, fun stuff. So, like you're grabbing the top of a pommel horse, right? Hands about shoulder width apart. Find your balance. Push up. And get ready. Maybe a little further away from the walls, so the feet have places to go. And then bring those heels up. And find your balance. And start to left-take your feet as soon as you're ready. Look at that. That was fun today. Oh maybe. Trying to add commentary during the handstand makes the handstand not as easy. Surprise, shock and amazement. All right, so find that, hold that. Oh, this is a lot of dynamics. Hey, that's that. So I held it for about a minute, even though it took me, probably 30 seconds or so to get up to it. But in any case, it was a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching, and have some fun. Again, the best thing to do on a yoga practice is to actually practice. So that's real purpose behind these videos, is to just kind of force yourself to practice. Good stuff.